Hello friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In this video, we are going to learn about bifunction functional interface. We have already seen the theory and practical demo of function functional interface. So why we need bifunction? So basically, in the function interface, we have two arguments. One is a input argument and second is the output argument, right? So in this example here, you could see this is a function functional interface. The name is string length. Basically, whatever string we will pass, it will return us the length. And this is a name here. So we are saying here this name string length dot apply. And we are passing here hello because the input type is string and the output type is integer. So we are passing here hello. So the hello is assigned to this s and then it will return us the length. So we are getting here 5. But let's say we want to pass two strings inside this apply method. So in that case, we can't make use of function because in function, we can have only one input argument. But in bifunction, you can have two input argument. So basically, you need to mention three arguments, two for input and one for output. We are passing here two strings, so that's why we are saying here two string. And third one is our output. Basically, this will return us whatever two strings we are passing here to S1 and S2. It will return S1 plus S2. It will join them. So that is the use of by function. In similar way, we have seen about by predicate. If you remember, in predicate, we need to pass only one argument, right? Because the output argument was always Boolean, so we don't need to pass it. So in by predicate, we were passing two, and both two were of input. In by function, two of input and one for output we need to pass because the output is not a fixed data type, right? It can be a string, integer. So in this case, it is string. So we are saying here string. Now let's see the practical implementation of bifunction. So this was our normal function, which was taking one input argument of type string. So we were passing a string called code crush inside the apply method, and the output was of integer type because it was returning us the length. So when we are passing code crush, it will return the length of code crush, which will be 9. Let me run this code. See, we are getting here 9. Now we need to make use of bifunction. Let me have this code here, and we will say here bifunction. Bifunction. If I say bifunction, so it is also a part of java.util function, and here we are getting three arguments. In function we were getting just two arguments, right? So here I will pass two arguments. Let's say first is string, second also string, and third is also string. And then let's give the name of bifunction. Let's say obj is my name, and then what we will do, we will accept these two arguments. So let's provide a name. Let's say s1 comma s2. These are my two arguments. Then our lambda expression, and then we will combine this to s1 plus s2. We pass inside the round brackets. Okay, and then we will call our apply method. So I can say here obj dot apply, and then we will pass two strings. So my first string is code and my second string is crush. And let me pass it inside a sysout statement, print the result. Passed it here, close the statement here, save it and run now. So this is our output here, code crush. So basically whatever strings we have passed, it has joined them, both the string. Now what I want to do, I want to join them and also I want to get the length of it. So how I can do this? So inside this expression, what I will do, s1 plus s2, I will store that inside a variable. So let's say I have one more variable here. So what I can do, I can have a curly brackets to have the body of expression here, and here what I will do, I will store that inside another string called s. String s is equal to s1 plus s2. Okay, and then here the closing of line, and then I will say here I want to return the s dot length, s dot length. So what we have done here, we are combining the two strings inside one string s. Okay, we are storing it inside a string s, and then we are returning here length. But this is returning an integer, and we are saying here it should return a string. So we need to make the change here, saying it is a integer. Okay, we need to have a semicolon to close the statement. Okay, now here for this statement we need to say return, because this is a statement that we are going to return here, return s dot length, right? When we have just one statement, when we were having just s1 plus s2, then no need of providing return, because this was only the statement here. But now we are storing that thing inside another string, and then we are calculating the length of it. If I save it and run now, so here also I will get now 9, because the logic inside this expression we have changed. What we are doing, we are adding two strings and then getting the length of it. So here, important thing to notice here, whatever two input that we are going to provide, that data type we need to provide, and the third one is our output data type. So that is a use of BiFunction. So I hope you have understood the theory and logic of function as well as BiFunction. So that's it in this video. We will see another Java topics in next video. Thank you for watching.